Morning, Bambies. You slept well? Ah, that's a good coffee. So, what happened yesterday? Mom came. She had to wash me spiritually again. I was dirty. Got infected. Infested? But like, let's say like this. Let's try to explain it. Let's say it like this. Is like, you're gonna slip on a banana and somewhere end up on the bottom of a canyon. Coyote. Okay, so let's leave the coyote and the cartoons away. What's up with BambiSleep and Bubbles? Mind bubbles. Fear is the mind killer. Yeah, well, the reality is your subconscious, which creates your reality, like the hardware creating the reality of your ego bubble, your bubble ego. Well, that's up to you. But like your bubble ego. Okay, let's focus on your bubble ego that pops, and because I say something what you don't want to hear, and you like pop and lose it because your subconscious thinks it's got attacked or it died. Your subconscious can't tell when you die. And for me personally, for me, every time like I'm role playing, I'm method acting, I'm pulling off a show, or I'm focusing, like really focusing on the goal, task oriented, goal oriented, go. I read the script, I know it by memory, I method act the script, and I go. Well, what happens in my brain, at least, it's like my subconscious can't tell the difference of my ego and not my ego, because I have killed my ego so many times. So I method act ego killing. Right, and somebody's bubble just exploded. Yeah, that didn't pop. That boom, and I'm dead, and goes completely schizo, right? Because the problem is every subconscious is schizo, completely schizo. The diagnosis, mind diagnosis, that's on Pornhub, Cornhub, it's on Cornhub. My diagnosis that's on Cornhub, I said it, everybody knows it, right? The entire, they all know it. They see me and okay, now I know who you are, right? So what I'm doing, not what I'm doing. What happens? What happens is, your ego is a bubble. It blows up, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, but it gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. You know how soap bubbles are, right? Imagine a soap bubble. Like it's a tiny bubble, super solid. You can't like break it. It goes here and it's still the bubble. And if you scoop it up, it's still a bubble, but it's like a half bubble, right? Imagine it that it simplifies everything. Bubbles. Bubbles from white, pink, blonde, bubbles. Powerpuff Girls, bubbles. I'm doing the show during Halloween because it's the only way I can like take off the costume. Like keep the original, let the original bubble out, right? So okay, so ego dead. Each ego is a bubble, and you don't have a, like Freud said, one. Your subconscious, when you get excited or you got new information or you have like ideas or you're working, no, let's not, but like if you have ideas, if you're being creative, if you're working, if you're changing, if you're not stuck in your ego because I am my ego and all exists is ego and I cannot change because I am I, right? So I'm many. Right. Thank you for killing I. You know? So yeah, I'm not gonna say you how you can kill your I. That's up to you to find out. I'm not gonna recommend anything because I've tried them all. Maybe not all, right? But like the MK Ultra version where you end up in Clockwork Orange. Help! This is too much! Okay, I tried that. It works. It works brilliantly. That's the reason why I can bubble, 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 bubbles. And pop, 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 pop. The issue is when my bubbles explode!
It's okay to be down for cock Bambi. It's
Yeah,
okay to let cock
because
giggle.
trauma.
Cock and become dizzy.
Childhood trauma, work trauma, family trauma, wife trauma, ex-wife trauma, trauma. So, my subconsciousness, since it doesn't know the difference, is creating trauma bubbles. And now comes the explanation. The trauma bubbles merge with my ego, with the ego bubble, the current ego bubble, the bubble that woke up, right? The bubble that gets created when I'm dreaming, sleeping, resting, shutting down, right? But it can't like 20 minutes shut down. No, it's the same bubble. It wakes up the same bubble. 20 minutes is not enough. You need 3 hours, like one complete full REM phase to create a new ego bubble. And the subconscious goes to sleep again. Takes the bubble with it. You sleep, you dream. Your bubble gets reinvented. It merges dream bubbles, right? It merges dream bubbles. It merges memory bubbles. It merges real body experience bubbles, and it's putting those bubbles together, right? 2 bubbles. Like your subconscious creates 2 bubbles. They float in your dream world, and like, poof, they're 1 bubble. And you wake up, and you wake up with that bubble that you were just dreaming, right? That bubble is your ego in that moment, that day. And when you go to sleep, that bubble goes pop, and the subconscious makes another bubble. You can do that awake. Yes, I can do that awake. I don't know if you can. You gotta train. Bambi does it. Bambi does it. Does it, Bambi? Does it really? He really does it. She does it. Bambi is real. As real as I am. As real as the bubbles are. Which they aren't. The bubbles aren't real. The bubbles aren't real. So, okay, one more time for the people in the back rows. When you go to sleep, everyone, every human, every animal, when they sleep, BambiSleep. When they sleep, the subconscious, the machine in us, the biological machine in us, the hardware of our brains, takes your ego bubble, right, and takes it to a dreamland, down the rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland, the golden path of Oz, and they knew that, but they couldn't explain it. We can explain it. I can explain it. So your subconscious, when you go to sleep, the hardware of your subconscious, not the subconscious, the bubble construct that you can feel, that's the emotions. The emotions, those are your subconscious. Your emotions are signals. They are not real. Emotions are bubbles. Emotions trigger the bubble to merge. So your bubble, your ego bubble, gets merged with the emotion bubble and makes a bigger bubble. And now you're stuck in that emotion. And you either need to like make 2 bubbles again and get rid of the emotion. Many people can do that automatically. They don't think about it. It just happens. No, it doesn't happen like that. You cannot unmerge a bubble. A bubble merge is bubble merge. You can cut it in half and it's gonna be, but it's still gonna, both bubbles will have emotions. The same emotion, because you're cutting the bubble. The gas in the bubble is still there. The gas. Breathe the gas, Bambi, breathe the gas. Okay, so you can't cut the bubble in half, but you can pop it and make the gas dissipate again into the universe of your mind, right? And make another bubble, Bambi. As many bubbles as you want, Bambi. Bubble, 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 bubble. So, can I please finish my explanation? You're still not getting it, and this video is getting 10 minutes long again. Stop triggering me. Stop giving me more bubbles to go away. I need to say this. This is what my bubble has to do, and it's the titanium bubble that you can't pop it. I'm gonna do it next year again. until everybody gets it. Okay. Your subconscious, when you go to sleep, takes your ego bubble and puts another bubble in. More gas, more bubbles, and that ego bubble grows. And when you wake up, pop, it blows up. And you can't remember a thing. You can't remember your ego. You can't remember your bubble. Exactly. Because yourself is not a bubble. Yourself can't be popped. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. It's just that big of a bubble. You're gonna need a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Drugs. You know what I'm talking about. Stress. Education. Indoctrination. Programming. You know what I'm talking about. Indoctrination is church. Education is college. Schooling. College. As a child, you don't do. It's not. Doesn't it? Adults. It has to be adults. So, and then comes stress. Stress is the worst bubble producer ever. Stress causes your subconscious to create one bubble after the other. It bubbles, and you start bubbling, and from all the bubbles, you cannot see the original bubble, and you're like, ah! You know, that's it. That's a trick. That's BambiSleep and bubbles.